But to be fair, I never really had an interest in traveling. I just wanted to stay in England and, work hard, make money, meet people, be successful.
Right.
But my first ever girlfriend was half Indian and half British. And something about this country just caught me.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it is, but it's like an addiction. Fear nothing, but don't fear yourself, because if you don't try, then nothing's going to change. My biggest fear was getting on that plane to go to a new place. Don't fear yourself to do that. Just go out on a limb and just trust yourself to be able to deal with that situation and get on that plane and just go, because you are more confident than you will ever know. But it just takes the courage to go and try.
What's up, people? Welcome back to People That Travel, where I interview international expats that decide to leave their home country. They're just sick of it. They said, no more. I can't resonate with the people around me. I don't feel like this is right, like this is comfortable. I need to change my lifestyle. I need to change my job. I need to change my surroundings. I want to go explore the world. And today, I have the one and only Ash, a TikToker from England that has 203,000 followers. In what? Less than six months?
Less than 6 months, yeah.
That's right. And Ash came here as an English teacher, and his whole life has changed around. He's doing so many things. He's living in this awesome place that's just right behind us. And we're going to get to know a lot of why Ash left his home country. How is he growing online? Where does he plan to go in the future? Because the way I see it is you're not stopping, brother.
Let's hope not.
That's
the main thing. Continue straight up or forward.
That's right. This guy is more positive than a lot of the people that I've met. He's genuine. He's beautiful. He's just very smiley guy, as you will see. But Ash, can you please introduce yourself, brother? Tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, so my name's Ash. I'm 28 years old, and I'm from Manchester, England. Most of you probably know Manchester United, Manchester City. Yeah. I went to university. I studied theatre and performance. So by trade, my profession is an actor, but not for the TV, more for on stage.
I would have never thought.
No, especially from my TikTok.
Yeah.
It requires little to no performance skills.
Exactly. Yeah. So where was the first place that you traveled to where you got to experience this getting on a plane and the true travel experience?
It was when I was 15. I went to Tenerife. Mm-hmm. It's like a small island, a Spanish island,
right,
in Europe.
I didn't know that.
Closer to like Morocco, but the islands themselves are owned by Spain.
Okay.
And I went with my best friend. I'd never been on a plane before. My mum could never afford to send me away. Mm. However, my best friend's father had a timeshare there, so all I had to do was pay for flights.
Wow.
And my spending money whilst I was there. And we went to Tenerife, and me and my friend got super drunk every single night. It's a crazy story. Yeah. So I've traveled. Now I've been to about maybe 45 countries.
Right. Whoa, you traveled that much?
Yeah, from 2016, I went on a crazy traveling spree.
Okay.
But to be fair, I never really had an interest in traveling. I just wanted to stay in England and, work hard, make money, meet people, be successful.
Right.
But my first ever girlfriend was half Indian and half British.
Okay.
And she had had an interest in both of her cultures. Mm-hmm. And to me, I was like, I'm half black, half Barbadian, and half Irish. And I never really wanted to delve into my cultures, but seeing her love for her Indian side made me interested in going to India. Mm. So then I went to India, and then I caught the travel bug.
Wow, India.
And then I couldn't stop.
Okay, how old were you when you went to India?
Maybe 18 or 19.
What?
No. 20, maybe about 20.
Around that age?
Yeah, around that age, yeah.
How was that experience?
Different. But in India, there's a lot of British influence
Did
there.
you stay with backpackers or did you stay with her
Yeah, I
family?
did the whole hostel thing, and yeah, I was away for 6 months that time, and I went around all of Asia.
Wow.
But India is definitely one of my favorite countries.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I don't know, India is a place of many different races. Like Indians, they're just many different faces. People just associate one type of like
Right.
face, one type of race, but I
No.
promise you, it's nothing like you will ever
Kind of
imagine.
like Vietnam, I would say.
Definitely,
you know,
yeah,
if you
yeah,
think of
yeah,
Vietnam,
yeah.
you think just the typical,
Uh,
maybe not the nicest Asian person, or I don't want to discriminate or whatever, but that's just what I would think. You know, I wouldn't think I'm any different from a Korean. You know.
It's funny that because in England, many people think that all Asians or Southeast Asians or East Asians are the same type of people.
That's exactly, yeah. In America, it's the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not true.
No.
Maybe you don't know this, but did you know that in Vietnam, do you know how many ethnic minorities there are in Vietnam?
No.
How many do you think there are?
I don't know. Maybe 5.
5? Try 54.
What?
Yes. There's 54 different types of people in Vietnam.
Oh, okay. Types of people. Yeah.
I mean, but all Vietnamese people, but like tribes. So you have like the Hmong, you got the Thai, the Khmer, the King. The biggest race group here is the King, which are the Vietnamese people that we see here.
Right.
Like the people that
Interesting.
inhabit the cities and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, just the difference of dialect from the north to the south. It's pretty insane.
Yeah. I mean, if you go to the very north of Vietnam and you meet some of the ethnic minorities there, they don't speak Vietnamese. They have their own language, their own culture. Their phenotype, their face is completely different.
Wow. They look different?
Look completely different.
What?
And they don't wear...
Are they more Chinese?
No. It's like... I mean, some of them look Cambodian, some of them look Thai.
Wow.
I swear, some of them have similar characteristics to Indians.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
It's the most wonderful thing I've
That's crazy.
ever seen. And they don't wear conventional clothes like we do.
What do
They wear like tribal wear. Imagine, so if you're in Africa, what do you think of Africa? Like the people in Africa, what do you think they wear?
I mean, depends of which part of South Africa or which part of Africa. But if it's the tribal people, maybe some leaves, some coconuts. Like
Maybe. If they're at the beach, coconut brass, maybe. But I mean, like,
grass.
no. But like, you know, they wear like beautiful homemade,
colorful stuff.
designs.
Yeah.
I promise you, go to the north of Vietnam.
Wow, that's great. Where
You'll
did
be
you see?
shocked.
Where did you see the tribes in what part of Vietnam?
I
What
mean,
part
you
of
can
the
see
north?
them quite close to here, actually.
What, there's
Just in the
tribes out here?
mountains. Yeah.
Oh. But can you go for an experience, or how do you go and see?
Yeah.
them?
I stayed in the house of a
No
Hmong family.
way. Where?
There's an amazing YouTube channel. It's called The Best Food Reviews Ever.
Right. I know who you're talking about.
He's just done a series.
There. Okay,
On
I
the
know
north
which one
of
you're
Vietnam.
talking about. I saw that video. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Cool.
But yeah.
That's great.
Whilst you're in Vietnam, you may as well just get up there, check it out, because that's one thing that I love about Vietnam. I feel like it's one of the last untouched places where culture is still real.
Yeah.
People are still living that special life, you know.
I've thought about that. A lot, actually. I feel like what we're experiencing right now, it's once in a lifetime, because
Definitely.
give it 2-3 more years. I mean, obviously, thanks to this video, it's gonna be over, dude.
Definitely.
Everyone's gonna want to come here.
Gonna want to be like
Yeah.
traveling here, and not just that. Vietnam is like a country that's constantly developing.
Yeah.
You know, you got these amazing buildings, this huge pool, and
then you still have beautiful beach clubs at the beach. The countryside, it's next level, and the mountains, and it's good weather.
Yeah.
I mean, not all year round, but mostly all year round. Compared to other countries, I'm pretty sure Vietnam has one of the best weathers in the world.
Well, I disagree.
Oh shit!
Have you ever been to Hanoi in the winter?
No, I haven't. Well, that's why you wouldn't want to live in Hanoi in the winter.
Dude, terrible. Imagine, so in Vietnam, people, there's a really high humidity here.
Oh, yeah.
Hanoi is surrounded by mountains.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of the moisture, the air gets trapped.
Right. Oh,
From
okay.
November to...
Oh, no, yeah, because it's the same here.
Yeah. Dude, it's fucking cold.
Oh, it's cold.
Freezing.
So is it worse? Okay, so what is worse? Cold in Hanoi or hot in Hanoi? If someone said you have to choose one.
I'd go for the cold. I'm from England, so I know what the cold's like.
Okay.
But
you can take care of the cold, but the hot as well. I heard is terrible. You were just there.
yeah. But the cold in Vietnam is unlike anything I've ever felt.
Really?
Imagine driving on your motorbike. There's moisture in the air, and the air is cool. So you're shivering, your teeth are chattering, and like...
Damn, sounds really bad.
Yeah, it is. Like, I'll tell you a story.
But there's no snow.
No. It's still like 9 to 12, 9, 10, 11, 12 degrees.
Right.
But I tell my friends back home, like, yo, it's freezing cold. And they're like, dude, I don't believe you.
So what I want to know is, what were you doing in the UK that made you want to find a new place to go live? Like,
I was living quite a nice life, comfortable, earning decent amount of money.
mm-hmm.
So I used to work for two of like the highest, in my city, the two most prestigious, what do you call them? Two of the most prestigious stores, basically, selling high-end fashion,
Okay.
selling Gucci, Balenciaga,
Wow.
the whole lot. And then, so number one was Harvey Nichols, and then number two was Selfridges. Selfridges is like even more prestige. And in my time at Selfridges, I was working at a place called the Trafford Centre, and it's like a shopping mall where there's no natural light. There's no windows, and the shift patterns was like awkward.
Yeah.
I start at 11 a.m., finish at 9 at night.
Oh, those shifts, yeah.
So I'd miss an entire day. I miss all the daylight. And I loved that job. I loved the fashion aspect of it. But I hated the hours. So after like 6 months there, it's like, I've had enough. I've earned enough from commission. Because I used to sell like $10,000 dresses.
What?
And earn 3% commission on everything that I sold.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, my hourly rate.
That's great. That's good.
So yeah, so I worked there for like 6 months, and I was like, right, I've had enough. If not, I'm going to go crazy. You know, not seeing daylight, it's depressing.
Yeah.
Really depressing. So after that, I was working with a Filipino woman, actually. And she said to me, go to the Philippines. It's cheap there. Well, low cost effective, whatever you want to call it. The people are lovely, and I promise you, you'll never want to come back to England. Went over to India first. It was my first stop. Then I couldn't stop. Couldn't stop traveling. Come back, did my studies for like 8 months. The day that I start my studies, packed my bag. The morning later, back on a plane.
Really?
Yeah.
You couldn't stand your studies? Or
No,
why?
I'd finished my studies.
Oh, you finished your studies. Okay.
And then the day
okay.
after, back on a plane.
What did your
country.
parents think though? Because okay, you just studied college, you have a degree now. They most likely want you to find a job in what you studied for the past few years.
See, you'd think that. I mean, of course they would. But England's a very unique place.
Oh.
At like 16 or 17, your parents really stop caring. Not caring, they love you.
That's so nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can ask, I swear, ask 90% of the British people.
Right.
From 16, I'd already had my freedom.
Right.
My
right,
mum, my dad already knew. They couldn't tell me not to go traveling.
Yeah.
You know, they told me to get a job. I'd say, okay, I'll find a job, but first I'm going to do what I want to do.
Right. So you graduated, you finished everything, and you said, okay, I'm going to go. And how did you end up with Vietnam? Did you come here right after graduation?
So I traveled for, I think it was 5 months in my second year of university. Then I came back in September to England and continued my studies. And then finished my third year. Went to like the prom party, the graduation party.
Yeah.
Day after, found a flight from England to Dubai. No, England to Bulgaria. Bulgaria to Dubai for £54.
Wow.
So I got to Dubai from England for £54.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you're traveling, you find all these deals with Wizz Air. Check it out, people.
And
Check
so
it out.
you decided, okay, I'm gonna pack all my shit and I'm gonna go. Like no destination, no matter what. I really want to get out.
Bangladesh
Yeah.
was a destination I wanted to
Wow.
go to. Yeah. So I'll tell you the story.
And how much money did you have saved?
A couple of thousand, maybe 5,000
$5,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
pounds. So maybe like at the time about $8,000.
Yeah.
So we went to my graduation party, got absolutely steaming,
Of
drunk,
course.
wild. I get home at 7 o'clock in the morning, but I take the bus home. I fall asleep on the bus. Fall asleep on the bus, smash my head on the floor when it breaks. Go home, say to my mum, "Hey mum, please wake me up in the morning. I have a flight from Birmingham to Bulgaria." I had to get a train to Birmingham. It's like maybe an hour and a half.
Oh my God. There's no way.
On a train, still drunk. Get to Dubai, stay there for 5 or 6 days. Then I go to Bangladesh. And then from there, went to... I can't remember. But around Southeast
you
Asia.
traveled.
Yeah.
You traveled.
Mm.
And what did you do during the travel? Just staying at cheap places,
Yeah, so...
trying to keep your money saved?
Yeah, so I was on track of it. I was one of the first people to use Revolut. You know what that is?
No.
I was one of the first people that was like signed up to their company.
What is that?
It's like a card for travelers, or it's like a convenience card. Like, so you had like no withdrawal fees from like, you know, countries in Southeast Asia, or you get better.
So it's like online banking, just an
yeah,
online bank?
It's an online bank, and the conversion rates of the money is higher than you would get like at a store.
Right.
So it's
Or
really
even with your own
convenient.
bank. Do you still use it?
Yeah, I mean, I still got my English bank, but I still use the Revolut.
Yeah,
is
and
amazing.
anyone can use it?
Yeah,
Any
yeah,
international
yeah.
person can use
I
it?
think so. Yeah.
Wow, okay, good. I'm going to look into it.
Low withdrawal fees and stuff like that. So it's good.
Right. Yeah.
So I think they started in 2016, and I was one of the first people to get one of their cards.
Yeah.
Don't know how I came about it, but yeah, interesting.
Congrats, Ash.
Yeah. Put that on my CV, okay?
So how did you end up starting making money while you were traveling? Or did you do stuff here on the
So,
side, here and there, just
yeah,
to
I
get
mean,
some little bit of cash?
I never worked until maybe 2019.
Right.
That's when 2018 I started dipping into the teaching in Vietnam. But I had enough saved where I wasn't really spending much.
Right.
And
Was it because you were in cheap countries, or you were just a smart
so,
traveler?
yeah, I was smart with my money, basically.
Right.
So I'm a person that I don't care where I stay. I don't need luxury. I've seen some of the most luxurious things in life.
Yeah.
Like I said, I used to sell dresses for
Yeah.
$10,000.
That's when you realize money doesn't really bring that much value.
Right? It doesn't. And I've stayed in hotels for like maybe $300 a night. It's the
Right.
most I've ever spent.
Yeah.
But I've had more experience in a hostel where I'm spending $5 a night than a fucking $300.
By yourself. I'm
Right?
with you on that. Yeah.
And the feeling that I always felt when I was in big hotels or whatever, expensive hotels,
It's empty.
empty. I feel secluded. I feel trapped. I feel lonely.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the bed might be comfortable, but in a hostel, I'm not sleeping. I'm going
No.
to meet some new people.
Yes.
They're going to buy me a beer. I'm going to buy them a beer. We're
Yeah.
going to talk about something interesting. And I'm going to save $295, right?
Yeah. Like, even if I was rich, I don't think I would change the route
Nah.
that I've taken or the
Definitely.
lifestyle that I choose. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you stayed, I'm guessing, just hostelworld.com, finding the cheapest one in the area, and
Hell
you
no,
just
I
go.
didn't even use Hostel World. It's too expensive.
Oh,
I
what?
hated the fee.
Really?
You know, like at Hostel World, like,
Oh, they do
you
charge
book
a fee.
it, then they stack on a fee to that. So what I would do, I'd find the name of the hostel, go to their Facebook,
Oh.
book direct, and then the fee's normally a bit lower.
Oh, really?
Even if I'm just saving 70, 80 cents, they're saving more because they don't have to pay,
That's true. That's
platform fees to Hostel World.
Right.
I'm saving
Right.
benefits us.
That's better.
all.
Interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Frugal.
No, that's what I want to teach the people, though.
Yeah.
That's what the podcast is about. People that travel, because a lot of people want to travel, but they think they need to have, I don't know, tons of money, but you really don't. Like, if you have $2,000, $1,000, or even $500, you can go and make it work.
Yeah, so the first big, like I said, the first big travel trip that I did was to, I think, to 8 countries in 5 months. And I spent, I think it was £2,600. I don't know how much that is in dollars, maybe about 3,200.
3,200, something like that, yeah.
About, at the time, it was 2016. And the amount of things that I did, that's including plane tickets, it's including my food every single day, 4 or 5 times a day, snacks.
What? 4 or 5 times a day?
Yeah, I mean, I was never a big eater, but I was never eating at fancy restaurants.
Yes, that's the trick,
Yeah.
that's the trick.
And then I would spend a bit more in my hostel, get free breakfast, or they'd have buffet breakfast, and perfect.
Yeah.
Stack up, steal a few fucking
Out of all the-
sandwiches to go, get me tinfoil, put it in my bag. Yeah.
But out of all the places, because you've been in India, you've been around these Asian countries that are very cheap, which one have you been to, the one that you're like, wow, this is fucking dirt cheap, I can't believe this exists?
Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the price, I think the pound to the Bangladesh taka, I think it's called, is quite. I mean, it's quite conversion rate's quite good. But there, it's low cost,
Right.
But I didn't really understand how to. I've been there twice. Didn't understand the first time I was staying in expensive hotels, because in Bangladesh you don't find the local hotels, you find the international ones.
Right.
Even so, it's still $15 a night.
Oh, but for a nice hotel,
Yeah,
which is
nice.
yeah. Nice-ish, yeah.
But the second time that I went, I translated the word hotel from Google Translate to Bengali, whatever the language is. Googled that and found the real hotels. They're local hotels. Dude, $2 a night.
What?
For my
a
own room.
hotel?
Yeah, I mean, there's no luxury there. But there's security. So
You have a bed, you have a
I have somewhere to
toilet, a
sleep.
shower. That's for
I
$2?
have my big $40 fucking padlock that no one's going to break. Like a lot of hotels
Yeah.
that you find, they often have like a bolt outside where you can padlock your door as
fine,
well as a
yeah.
key. So you can have your own type of safety.
Yeah. So Bangladesh was the cheapest, food-wise and accommodation, because I think those are the biggest expenses when it comes to travel.
Yes, yeah. But I mean, even though it's cheap, the quality is still there.
Right.
You're
yeah,
eating
no.
the food's of high standard.
Yeah.
The street food, I mean, hygiene is not the same as it would be in the States or
No, of course not.
in the UK or wherever.
But sometimes I think their hygiene is way over excessive
Yeah.
than there should be, and they're worrying more about the stupid shit that they should be worrying about, like other stuff that is a little bit more important.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree.
And so when did you end up in Vietnam? Well, how did you end up here?
So I ended up in Vietnam, I think, in 2018 to travel.
Right.
Vietnam was never on my radar.
Yeah.
I think because I imagine the visa was expensive. Most Southeast Asian countries, the British, they get the free visa on arrival.
Right.
And in my mind, I was thinking, I need to make my travels last. And I don't really want to fork out on a big, expensive visa. This was before the free 15-day visa came about. So, one of my friends was in the Philippines, and she said, hey, I'm going to Vietnam next week. Be there. And she's from my hometown.
Right.
So I'm like, shit, she
No
means the
doubt.
business. She's serious. Let's get over there. So I flew, I think, from Amritsar, India, to Singapore to Vietnam. And something about this country just caught me.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it is, but it's like an addiction. Like, Like I
Yeah.
said, there's 54 races here.
I have no urge to leave Vietnam.
No, me neither.
There hasn't been something that really, really pissed me off.
No.
It's really easy living.
Yeah. I would definitely say, compared to my hometown, Vietnamese people have similarities, you know, and I'm constantly reminded about my hometown.
Oh.
I drive my bike to the traffic lights. I see someone wearing a United shirt. I drive to the mall, going to the mall. I see somebody wearing a Manchester City hat.
Right.
And the fashion, there's a certain type of person in England that wears like tracksuits. They're always wearing shorts. And the fashion sense of these type of people are similar to the people back home.
Yeah. No, I don't
So-
feel that disassociated from living in Australia or living in Colombia or living in the United States. It's not like a very foreign place. When people are like, "Oh, did you get culture shock?" I didn't get no culture shock. I was excited about the new things that I was seeing, but there's nothing that I'm like, "Oh my god, how can they live like that?"
Yes, me neither.
If anything, I learned way more. They live better here than they do in the countries I've been at.
Yeah, same. I mean, I've been to many countries. But
Yeah.
Like,
Like
I don't
India,
know.
I'm sure in India you had a little bit of culture shock. I would
yeah,
think.
that was one of the countries that I first went to alone. Alone, it was the first country.
Yeah.
And initially, there was like a sense of fear. But then if you just stand back and you just look around, you know, people watch a bit, the hustle and the bustle. If you're caught up in that, nobody has time to come over and like stress you out.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're in the tourist traps, like the tourist like epicenters, then you're gonna get caught up in all that business. But
Yeah.
I was going to places that, dude, there's no tourists whatsoever.
Right.
Like if there's tourists in this part, I'm going over here.
Right. Yeah. I think that's the best way to go as well.
Yeah.
Um,
But I don't know. In Vietnam, I felt a sense of relief, and I felt that I'm coming and I'm being part of something. And you know, back home, like in the States
dude.
or in England, we are very, very developed. So things change very slowly. Like, you know, if I go to the bank and I need to take out a bank account in England, it's going to take me 3 weeks to get a card.
Same thing.
People, when you come to Vietnam, you will see people just darting around, dipping into different things. Like, they'll be over here 1 minute. You might see the same guy 10 times doing different things. And that's what I love about Vietnam. Like, in England, I've got one job, I'll do one thing. Over here, people, you know, they're finding different avenues to, like, build income. Like, I know a guy, he's a footballer here, a Vietnamese guy, footballer. He owns a bar, and he's a chef in a restaurant. Like, amazing. Like, he's got his fingers in many different pies, and it's good.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I see change, a lot of change. Like Hanoi 3 years ago is not the same as it was yesterday, like or today. It's very different.
Yeah. I think a lot has to do with we're just above China. And that Chinese influence of like work hard, like if we're gonna do something, we're gonna get it done fast, efficient. And Vietnam is a lot like that, dude. Like I've seen a place that's completely empty, and then 2 weeks later there's a building, and it's only
Yes.
fucking 6 dudes, and you're like,
Dude.
how did they do that?
Yes.
So people here work hard and they're efficient.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't wait to see this country in 5, 6, 7, 10 years. I think
gonna be insane. Amazing.
Vietnam is very underrated
Yeah.
at the moment.
And a lot of people associate Vietnam with being underdeveloped. Like they think it's just some like swampland or something,
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, they think it's like just underdeveloped, extremely poor, people live in the jungle, but it's not like that. The rate that Vietnam has developed all of these sky rises of
After-
high quality.
After being bombed, dude,
Yeah,
being destroyed.
it's amazing,
No, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And the people here, all they think about is work.
definitely.
People here work all day long. To them, a 10-hour shift is normal.
Normal.
10 hours, oh, that's easy.
And that's another thing that I love. Things here get done fast. back home,
Customer service.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Yo, I called a dude, right? I said to him, hey, I need 3 16-litre bottles of water. Gave him my address. I swear, within 5 minutes, he's knocking on my door, right? And you know,
With a big smile,
big smile.
very nice, and
Polite.
don't even want to take a tip. They're like, no, this is
Definitely.
my job.
Yeah, you know, it's in America. I've been to America like 2 times,
Yeah,
and there it's a tipping culture.
yeah.
Here, if I tip somebody, people are like,
They don't even want to take it sometimes.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're very proud of what they do. You know, this is
Yeah.
my job. I'm going to do it to the best of my ability.
That's right. That's right.
Um,
I agree with you on that point. That's right. Yeah. They do everything 200%.
I remember once in Hanoi, I broke a window in my hostel, the bathroom door window,
Yeah.
and I went downstairs ashamed. It's like, hey, I'm sorry, but I smashed the window by accident, and I thought, shit, it's going to take this hostel like 3 weeks to fix, and they can't use a room, they're going to lose money. It's going to cost me like $100. The dude looks at me, goes, just give me 100K. I swear on my life,
Wow.
I went out to get a bang me, came back, the dude's walking in with a pane of glass, goes upstairs, fixes it instantly like that, and that's one thing that I love about this country. Don't wait around for no one.
No, and the accessibility of stuff. Like, if your iPhone breaks, or if
Yeah.
your laptop that is fucking 10 years old, a brand that doesn't even exist, they'll
They
be
got
like,
someone to
you can
fix
go
it.
around the corner, and there's some dude that'll be like, yeah, sure. They'll make it work. They'll put some fucking 2 pieces together, and then you're like, oh my god, you fixed it. I never thought this was gonna be able to be fixed. How much is it? They're like, oh, just give me $6 or
Yeah,
fucking
artistry.
nothing. You're like, wait,
Purest
what?
form.
And then they just want to chat with you and get to know you, and not even trying to take your money. They want to be friends with you.
Yes, definitely. And that's another reason why I love Vietnam. You know, like Vietnam, if you're going to come here, you'll get to know very fast. It's a hot country, but the people are warm. Like, I've been walking down the street, and this guy, or this woman, or this old lady, this old man, or teenager might come up to you and they'll just say, "Hey, my name is blah de blah." They'll say 1 or 2 words in English.
Yeah.
Invite you to their house. You can't speak Vietnamese. They can't speak English. But I've found here language doesn't matter. And I have so many Vietnamese friends. All we do when we meet, drink beer, eat delicious food, and laugh. We just look at each other and laugh. And that's communication in its purest form.
It's
Like,
yeah, it
beautiful.
is. I never thought about that actually, but
Yeah.
you're right. And there's no awkwardness doesn't exist.
It's not a thing
It
here.
doesn't exist. Yeah,
It's not a thing here.
Yeah, awkward doesn't exist.
My housemate, I swear, yo, dude, my housemate, right? She wanted to make a video or something.
Yeah.
I kid you not. She just went and knocked on next door. Said, "Hey, I need to borrow you for a video. Can you be an actor in my video?"
I know.
Can you imagine doing that back home?
No. Yeah, the
I'll be so
confidence that some
shocked.
people here have is weird,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's different. It's different type. I think, in my nation, like, there's boundaries.
There's boundaries. Yeah, no, for sure. And I'm scared
intrusion,
to
don't do it.
to even tell the waiter to just, oh, can you top up my water again? Like, even that, I'm like, I don't want to bother them. Like, it's
Yeah.
fine. I can just deal with that. But to them, they're like, no, like that's their
my-
job.
that's my
They
job,
have to
yeah.
do that. Like,
Yeah. And here, when you're ordering something, please and thank you. If I speak Vietnamese, I'm always like, "Oh, thank you so much," and they look at me like,
yeah. Why are you being so weird?
Why are you being so weird? Like, why are you being overly polite? It's my job. I'm gonna do what you need me to do, and
yeah.
as long as you're not rude to me.
Yeah,
You know?
and on top of that, the Vietnamese language in general, it's so condensed and so much more simple that, like, sometimes I think, I don't know, this is the way I see it, I would think, that in English, like, if you're trying to say a statement and you're trying to be polite, maybe it's 5 words, but in Vietnamese you can say it in 2 words or a word and a half.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
a polite language. Like, when they talk to themselves, sometimes they sound a little bit like they're angry at each other.
Yeah, short.
In short,
Just tell
In
you
short,
what they need.
yeah,
or
yes.
tell you what they want to say.
That's right. That's right.
That's it. And
Like, I want water, not like, hey, do you mind if I can get some water? It's like,
Yeah.
no, water. It's like,
dude, I come from England. You heard how we speak?
no. Oh, you guys say a lot.
Dude,
Sorry. Yeah.
I'll say sorry for something I wasn't even a
Just to
part
get
of.
water.
Oh, so sorry to bother you, but please, could I get a glass of water if you don't
Oh.
mind? If you don't mind,
but
I'd love a glass of water, but don't take your time. If you take your time, just take your time. Yeah, I'll be okay.
oh my
I'm sorry,
god,
you know.
I didn't think about that.
Overlook.
Wow, but it sounds nice. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, yeah, sure.
It sounds nice, but
But after you do
It's
it,
cheesy.
so much, yeah. But it's natural. It comes out natural. Me too. I've tried to stop myself from saying sorry so much, but it's not so easy.
yeah. Go to England. You walk into somebody, dude, they're gonna say sorry. You crash into someone's car, he's gonna get out of his car and go, "I'm sorry." It's just how it is. But nah,
I think it's great. I
it's
think great.
interesting, isn't it? Like,
Oh, oh.
uh,
Okay, so so you arrived to Vietnam as an English teacher.
yeah. So-
How did that opportunity come about, or how did you get prepared for that? Because you need an IELTS, or do you need some type of certificate?
Yeah, so at university I did a module where it's called international study. I don't know,
Yeah.
like international teaching. It was called, I think.
Mm.
And I went to Romania to like run workshops as a drama teacher.
Right.
And from that module, I got a certificate, which is the TEFL.
Mm.
We had to do. It's just part of our university
Right,
course.
right.
And from that, I then could use it in Asia. I could use it as an English teacher.
Wow! So
I
you
never
were
even knew
just
that.
qualified to teach English.
I didn't know it.
That's crazy.
Didn't know it. I thought at the time I had to pay for the certificate. I'm like, what am I ever going to use this for?
Yeah. I'm glad
I'm
you
gonna
kept
be holding
it.
Get to Asia.
Right?
I have TEFL. I have a TEFL. Come on.
Like, okay, here's 55-year-olds you can teach.
Yeah. But I never planned on it. You know, like some people, maybe it's not their dream, but they have the idea that
They
I
want to be
wanna be a
teachers.
TESOL
yeah,
teacher.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a drama teacher, but that's not a thing here in Vietnam.
No.
Hopefully in the future, I can create some type of business where I can offer
Right.
people to explore performance. That's
Mm.
my ultimate goal.
Right.
Yes, I want to earn money from it, but money is not what I need. If it's a passion,
no.
I'll do it for free.
I love that.
Um,
I can see that in you. And I think that's why you're not uptight. You're very relaxed. You're chill because I think you experience and you know deep inside that you're not chasing money. You're chasing happiness. You're chasing comfort. You're chasing dreams or whatever. I don't know. Like, I rarely meet people like you that you can feel the energy and deep inside that you're relaxed. You're
like
chilled
Thompson.
out.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's the biggest thing. When I came here, I thought, well, when I was about to get into the teaching, I said, what are my rules that I want to follow? Number one is to not teach for the money. Because often people get confused about how much they're earning, and then they lack in their job, or they don't give the effort, or don't provide the students with what they need.
Right.
You know?
And that's the last thing this country needs.
Yeah, I mean, of course, yes, we all love money,
Yeah.
or we all need money, should I say? But I didn't want to teach solely for my own benefit. You know, my needs shouldn't override that of my students. So if I'm just teaching for the money, I'll go and work in a cafe where I
Right.
don't have to put much effort into it.
Yeah.
But these students, they're paying a lot of money. Well, maybe it's not a lot of money, but they're
For-
investing. It's an investment.
The
So-
families are paying a lot of money. I think
Yeah.
for them, what that costs is it's a big chunk of their salary. I would say because
Definitely.
learning English is very important nowadays.
Of course,
If
yeah.
not the most important thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a market here, a huge market for it, and it pays very, very well.
Yeah.
But I've only ever worked for one company,
Right. So you've always stayed with the same company.
same company.
And so who were you teaching?
I was teaching from kindergarten all the way up to managerial positions.
Right.
Nice bike. So I was teaching managers at the factory, teaching them communication skills, how to solve problems in English, and how to,
So were you full time?
full time.
Full time.
Yeah.
How much were they paying you?
$23.5 per hour.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
great.
Great.
That's good, dude.
Yeah, good. Good.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. And you were working a lot of hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most I ever worked in 1 month was 123 hours.
Holy shit.
But, dude,
It's not life.
I was dead.
Burnt out. Yeah.
Dead at the end of it. But yeah, so I would never do it if I didn't think that I'm creating like a positive impact.
Right.
My
right.
students aren't learning.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go and just continue to do it
Yeah.
just on the basis of, oh, this is my job, I want to get paid.
Well, a lot of people live like that, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
But I know what you mean, and I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
I think I can pride myself to say that I'm quite a good teacher.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So you enjoy teaching, obviously. If you consider yourself a good teacher, it's because you really enjoy teaching. You have to. Yeah.
Yeah. And I received a certificate from
Oh, so
the
that you were a great teacher.
Department of Education.
Yeah.
Like, every time I show my Vietnamese friends this certificate, they're like,
What?
What the hell?
How
How
did
have you got this?
how did that happen? Tell me.
so there was like an initiative in a small city called Nam Ding where they focused on their students learning English. It's a 5-year program. I was on that program for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And then I got invited to receive this award because like in that city, everybody knew me for my efforts with my teaching.
Right. Right.
And my approach is very different compared to many teachers.
Well, okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask you, what was your way of teaching that was different to the other teachers?
So as I'm a performer,
That's cool.
I have a lot of gestures. So if they can't understand what I'm trying to teach, I have a gesture maybe that can slide them into understanding. Or,
I was thinking
or
about
something.
that. Yeah. Wow, that's great.
And a lot of role play. You know, a lot of teachers use the method of, I'm going to present this information, you're going to receive it, you're going to acknowledge it, and you're going to learn it.
Yeah.
No, my approach is get up, come and explore this idea, and then if you don't understand it, let's try a different way. So I'd often get my students up and play games with them, and I would trick them. I would go backwards, and I would be the person that's wrong. So I'd tell them the right way to pronounce a word, and then I would say, is it this or this? Pronounce it wrong, so they can use their listening skills. And I would create debates in the class, and boys versus girls, create like a competitive atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I never really create wrong answers. So if they get it wrong, okay, it's not correct, but you're not in trouble for that. Try it again. See if you can get it the next time, and just create like a positive environment. More so safe, actually.
I mean, it's just about trying a little bit. Really, I used to teach English in Colombia, and same thing, dude. The school taught me something to do. The teachers around me were doing the same thing, but I couldn't do that. I'm like, I didn't feel comfortable, so I started creating slideshows with pictures, making it more interactive. And like you said,
yes.
Playing around and just being a character.
Definitely.
And dude, the environment in my class to the other teachers' classes was completely different.
Dude, if you saw some of the stuff that I used to do in class, and this was in a small city, so the teaching assistants must have thought, this guy
he's a lunatic.
Lunatic, crazy. I used to have my students perform animals. Not that I'm saying they're animals, but okay, embody this character of this animal. I'm not just going to tell you okay, you're a dog, be a dog. I want you to go outside, think of how you're going to be this character, and then come in not as yourself but as a dog, and then act like the dog, and they must guess what you are.
Right,
And
right.
rather than
A lot of
one,
charades.
yeah, but like rather than
But
like,
real, and it's about getting the students engaged, because no student is engaged. That's the main problem
Yeah.
with schooling system, I think.
yeah,
English.
Yeah.
Obviously, you started quickly realizing that that wasn't your true passion, and you wanted to do something else.
yeah, like, you know, my major is creating content, different type of content, like, but performance in the essence of things.
Right.
So I love to perform, I love to act, I love to create created things. And then I started with TikTok, just randomly one day.
Right.
Downloaded the app, had no idea what I was doing, people. But
Okay, so what made you download the app?
so the girl that I used to date, she challenged me. She said, "Hey, the first person to 100K
Yeah.
gets, I don't know, like, we had a bet, maybe 2 million dong or something." And I beat her to 100K.
Yeah. You
But-
beat her by
But
by
now
the
I'm not
next
with her.
week. You had
Yeah.
200,000.
But yeah, I've been doing it for like 6 months now.
Yeah.
I've always had a dream of creating content for
Of
YouTube.
course. Yeah. You must have. You must
Yeah.
have, because
Especially
that's a
being
great
in
way
Asia,
of being creative. Yeah.
where like my
It's
style
different.
of performance is it's not available here.
No.
You know, I can do it, but it may not be received very well because my type of performance is contemporary performance.
Right.
So maybe street theatre.
Yep.
Or theatre that breaks boundaries. So that's tough in England to do that stuff.
Of course.
So
I
here
can
it's
imagine
like-
here doesn't exist. People don't
Yeah.
understand. So you thought, okay, maybe the social media stuff. Like, but did you think about social media before? Did you consume social media?
Yeah.
Did
so
you
I've
just
always
post
used
pictures?
Instagram,
Okay.
but it's never been popular. Like I've never been one of them people that has 5K Instagram followers.
No. Yeah.
Never really got over 100
It's just
likes.
friends and family, and I think a lot of people are like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people out there just buy their Instagram followers, and then
Yeah.
you can easily tell by their engagement that it's fake.
Definitely. Yeah.
So yeah, I understand what you mean. But did you post any videos on Instagram before posting on TikTok? No.
no.
Okay.
I never did that.
Yeah.
Just pictures of my travels, and then I'd go long stints without posting a picture to Instagram.
Right. Yeah.
I never really had a following there.
No.
Now I have 1,000 followers on Instagram, but
Right.
this doesn't reach anybody.
Of course.
Just 80 likes.
Yeah. But that's good. That's good.
Hey, it's
that's-
good enough for me.
Yeah,
That's the main
yeah.
thing.
No, it's good. Okay, but then you did TikTok. How was the experience of creating on TikTok at the beginning? What did you post, and then how did you start slowly understanding what to post to make it work? Because getting 203,000 followers on TikTok in 6 months, it's not normal. Like, you
See-
are the only one that I've seen. Like, when I met you, you had what, like 30,000 or 40,000, and then 2 weeks later, or maybe the week later, you're like, bro, we're at 59 together. Like,
Yeah.
I'll post it on there.
Yeah. So
It's like whoever gets to 60 first wins, and then you.
so the thing was, whoever gets to 60K, we was both on 59.9.
Yeah.
Something like that. And whoever gets to 60K buys the other person
a beer.
a beer.
Yeah.
And look what the man's just gifted me.
There you go.
2
3,
beers.
because he's at 200,000 now, bro.
Shit. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. That's that. I remember that.
Yeah.
And bro, after that, your numbers were just insane.
Dude, like, I think I've...
It doesn't make sense sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure you're like, how?
Yeah, because I don't find anything, personally, for me, anyway, the content that I make, I wouldn't like to watch it.
Yeah. No. And that's TikTok, though.
Yeah.
That's TikTok.
But there's always somebody that will appreciate that. And my thing is, I've seen many foreigners come to Vietnam. They'll make a TikTok and it will be slandering the country. Oh, there's a bit of trash here.
Yeah.
Oh, they sell this type of meat here. Oh, that person said this. And my thing is, I'm not here to slander a culture. I'm not here to slander the people. I'm not here to pick them on, the trash or whatever. But if I don't speak with positivity, then it's going to make my day even worse.
That's true.
So I try my best to find the positives and create content about it. Yes, it's cheesy, but you know, for a
Dude.
country that's endured so much,
It's not cheesy, man. It's not
Yeah.
cheesy.
I mean,
Because
for
if,
me-
if it was cheesy, bro, it would not get these numbers.
maybe true.
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
thing. Like, cheesy might mean something to you, but doesn't mean the same to them.
Definitely.
You know?
My thing is that I want to come here and I want to explore the culture, the cuisine, you know, the amazing sights, and I want to just like promote and give the Vietnamese people the positive affirmations that your country is actually beautiful.
Right, right.
The food is great,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I think that's why people appreciate it so much.
Right, right.
And that's why I get the numbers.
Okay. So, no, but why do you think you get the numbers, really? Because is it you're authentic? Is it because of the way that you edit? How do you edit your TikToks, first of all?
Just on my phone.
You use the TikTok app, right?
No, CapCut or something.
Oh, you use CapCut. Yeah.
But my videos are not complicated.
No, they're not. They're not. They're very simple. They're very simple.
And they're not like, it's not too much to digest. So like in
Yeah, you make them very.
just straightforward. Here's the content. You watch it, you engage, you move on. It's not like I make content that's 50 seconds long
No.
with
With the story. In
a
between.
story
Yeah.
in Vietnamese and English, so
Uh-huh.
it's difficult, boring to watch. So
Yeah.
just keep it raw, keep it simple. No beauty apps, no
Yeah.
filters.
Okay, so what have you learned throughout this journey? Let's say from when we last spoke to now, because the growth have is dramatically. Like you went from 50,000 to now 200,000.
Yeah.
And I'm sure like DMs, opportunities, making even the possibility of making money on TikTok, which a lot of people don't think it's possible, but it is.
Yes.
How has it been?
It's been great. I was signed to a media company here, which I never even imagined would happen.
Really? Because of
Yeah,
TikTok?
Because of TikTok.
Okay.
And, you know, every 2 or 3 days they will send me trends of like what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't follow it because it's not the type of content I want to make, you know,
Right.
dance videos or something like that. And I just have a support team there, and they also find promotion companies. If I put something in my video,
Collaborations
maybe
available.
I can make something.
Yeah. When did you do this? When did you sign up with them?
Maybe like 6 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. So it's still
Yeah,
fresh.
Still fresh, still new.
Right.
And that's what the biggest TikTokers in Vietnam are
Oh,
signed
so
to,
you're
who they're
with
signed
good.
to.
Oh, that's great. That's
Yeah.
great. Yep. Because look, I've heard as well that a lot of the TikTokers, their biggest money comes from collaborating with big artists, which makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
So the artist's like, okay, I'm gonna promote a new song. I'd rather get 3 TikTokers that have a lot of following,
Same,
do the
yeah, yeah.
dance, and they pay them tons of money.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, the money is never going to be life-changing. I mean, if you're a huge, like, artist on TikTok, yeah, of course it's
oh
gonna be.
yeah.
But, like,
No.
here-
Where you're at right now is just the beginning. But okay, so you had your first deal recently.
Yeah, I made a dance video and never wanted to dance in my life.
That's cool. And you edit that yourself, right?
Yeah. did
That
it
was
myself,
cool. I love
yeah.
the editing. Yeah.
They did the writing. I'm not gonna lie, they did the
Oh,
writing,
okay.
but I edited the
Yeah.
transitions and
It
stuff.
looked nice. It looked nice. Okay, how was the concept to the end result?
They
Did-
sent me a video of a pre-made dance.
Oh, and then they wanted you to do that dance.
Yeah.
You learned that dance? Whoa!
Dude, I didn't even learn it. My
show the
skills.
dance. Show the dance right now.
Put it up on your screen
Yeah,
later.
it will. Oh my god. You look like you've done this. Like you.
Stop it! Don't even go there. It was terrible.
Kelly said, I like this video of Ash. Like she's like, wow, he can dance.
I wish it did more numbers. I wish, but
Yeah, where is it at right now?
6,000
Okay.
views. I mean,
yeah.
I've never done that sort of stuff before, so
No,
it's just
yeah. But
yeah.
but I saw a different Ash on that video. I was like, this one's different. Why did he do this? And now I understand. It was because that's not the type of Ash video that I would see. Yeah. No, but your dance moves are good. Yeah.
Dude,
And you're a big guy, so like you can really just maneuver your hands. And,
could you imagine? I was in Hanoi. It was
Yeah.
39 degrees, people.
Oh,
39 degrees.
respect.
Hot, humid,
Yeah.
and I gotta film a 39-second dance. You can't even think, so I had to do it in like 5 transitions. And I mean, Yeah, it was okay.
No, it's great. It's great. And okay,
But
so how
the
much
thing
did you
is-
get paid for that?
How much is $2 million in dollars?
I think that's like,
I don't know.
I think it's $150, $130, something like that.
I have no
Yep.
clue, but to me that
That's great, bro, for a 30-something second video.
is to me I was grateful. Like,
Of course. No,
but you mean the thing
that's
is
beautiful. That's beautiful.
on social media, if you're going to be like some type of influencer or some type of like, you're going to have some presence on social media. You got to know your worth, and it's the same with acting. Like a lot of actors slip up. They go for an audition and they'll be like, the casting director might say, "What do you expect to get from this role?" And they don't know what to say.
Right.
So
yeah,
you're going to get lowballed.
Of course.
If someone
of
comes
course.
to you, Christian, and says, "How much would you do this video for?" What would you say? It's a 30-second video.
For my TikTok?
Yeah, you got what, 80K followers?
Yeah. Dude, I wouldn't. I don't know. Whatever, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I really
same.
wouldn't give a fuck because it
But
doesn't
you
matter.
need to know those boundaries. Like,
Yeah.
But for me,
yeah.
it's a confidence thing.
Yeah. No, I'm cool now because I don't crazy need $50, $30 more dollars. But I want to do it just to learn.
Yeah.
Just to know what's the process, bro? Like, do you give me a script? Do I make the script and that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Because I know in the future it's coming, Ash.
Definitely.
It's coming for us, bro. This is just little crumbs.
Let's
I'm
happen.
telling you, bro.
Build the foundations and continue.
Yeah,
That's what we want.
No, this is just a start for us for sure. I completely, I know this deep inside. As long as we don't stop uploading, we're gonna be fine.
Yeah, of course.
We've done the hardest part, I think.
And this is what I love about Vietnam. I have creative freedom. In that, I mean that I can have time to create stuff. Back home, I have to worry about, damn, my mortgage, damn, my taxes, damn, all this. But here, I can live a simple life and find time where I can create stuff and really focus on what I want to do.
Of what you said, because that's exactly what I've noticed here in Vietnam. A lot of people think, oh, you're just a backpacker, you're gonna go to the cheapest country and you're just gonna go live there because it's cheap and you're gonna just get fucked up all the time. But no, that's not really the case. The beautiful thing about Vietnam is that all I have to do is spend maybe 6, 8, max 10 hours a week doing something for someone else and have the whole week off to work, explore, test, and try out things like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. Do I want to be a podcaster? Do I want to be a YouTuber? Explore myself as a creative, because I'm definitely a creative, bro.
Of course,
That's
yeah.
all I want to do, and that's all I think about. And thanks to Vietnam having that ease, having the simple task of just being able to rent a scooter without a license, like things here is so simple. As soon as you arrive, you can have a scooter and somewhere to live and start living. If you try to go to any other country, bro, trying to get a scooter or trying to get an apartment or trying to something long term is going to take you a while, and it's just going to take life off of you.
Definitely.
Right now, we're so young. This energy that we have, we really have to take advantage of it. In Vietnam, I've never felt this type of freedom in my life before, dude.
Yeah, it's different. But I find that people often get cheap being confused with low quality. If you come to Vietnam, the food here is not low quality. Yes, it might be low in cost compared to your own personal country. But Chris, how long do you think it takes to make a bowl of pho?
These people,
How much it cost first? In dollars? $2?
yeah, man. Even
$2.
cheaper if you wanted to find something cheaper, but maximum $2.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
And how long do you think it takes to make?
I'm not sure how long it takes to make, because I know there's the type of broth that they really have to take their time to cook. And these people, when they cook a dish, they really take their time. Because the competition in Vietnam
Take a
when it comes to
guess.
food is hard. But, maybe like 3 hours, 4 hours?
Like 10 hours.
Oh my
make.
God, really?
So the amount
What?
of time invested, like personally me, I think it's quite insulting for people to say, Vietnam is so cheap. But it's not. Like the
Yeah.
cost is low, but the quality is high. So
Yeah, yeah.
people, if you come here, really do try the food because
Oh, they have to.
it's
They have to.
amazing. And
It's the
that's
best.
one other thing that I love about Vietnam, Everything's done to the best of the ability of the person that's doing it.
Yeah.
And that really rubbed off on me as a creator. And I see like the old ladies out making some amazing dish, then I can make a video about that. And I have free time to do it justice,
I
So-
agree. I agree.
And here we have time to explore new ideas. If something doesn't work, your podcast, for example, maybe you might dip into doing Spotify or something.
No,
making music.
there's tons of things, but
Mm.
I have the time.
Yeah.
I don't have to go and okay, for the meal that I'm about to have, I need to go and work for someone else for maybe 5-6 hours. Here, it doesn't work like that. Like I'll go work for 6 hours and then I can eat for the next 5 days. So
Definitely.
just having the freedom to be able to do whatever with your time, and also it might sound really bad, but you don't have your family around. So you're
Yeah.
not forced to have that family time. So I mean, obviously, if you want to be the typical person that wants to go and just backpack and get fucked up all the time, you can also get lost in that, of course. But if you're smart and you want the freedom and you really want to focus on something that's online based, I think
Yes.
Vietnam is the best place to be able to settle down, just pay $200-$300 a month, and
It's
pay
true.
really, really small cost, and have a good lifestyle, like you say. Like, for example, this. Okay, let's talk about that, about your accommodation here. I'm impressed, brother.
Beautiful.
I am like, Jesus
Beautiful.
Christ.
So I think my apartment is about 70 to 80 square meters.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure the exacts. But we have 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and big bathrooms at that. A huge living room and a balcony. The biggest pool in Ho Chi Minh City.
Oh, this is it.
This is it, the biggest pool in Ho Chi Minh City.
I mean, yeah,
You can
it
see,
looks like
it's
it's
huge.
all water.
Yeah, there's a free gym, amazing restaurants nearby, cafes, and convenience stores.
Right,
You
right,
can
right.
get imported stuff, which is the best thing. I can go and buy my Heinz ketchup, which is what I need.
Oh,
For my homemade bang me.
Oh, that's what you work on.
Yeah, but a month, the apartment is 10 million
Okay, for 3 people.
for 3 people.
Mm-mm.
There's a service fee that people take our trash, expose of our trash, set it out into plastics, non-recyclables, recyclables.
So smart.
That costs $1 million.
Yeah.
Security, the whole lot. And then our bills come to about, I think in all it comes to about 12 million per month,
Yep.
divided by 3 people.
Yeah, it's
4 point something
4 point
million.
something million,
Yeah.
which is like $220.
I don't know.
I would say around that, just over $200. To live in a very comfortable location where it's safe,
Safe,
it's modern,
modern,
nice weather.
bit hot.
I mean,
But yeah,
so that's a bit hot.
This
You
evening-
see that you're being fucking picky now because it's
You
too
always-
hot.
You always
Oh.
find something. Always find something.
People would love to live in the hot weather, bro. That's what we
True.
chase.
But here you can actually be happy. Like
Yeah.
this is a seating area, and we can sit out. We can have a beer.
Yeah,
you
I
know.
would think if this was like in the States or the UK, people would be waiting in line to sit down, right?
100%.
And it would cost like $50 to just hang
Probably.
out. Yeah.
And it's going to cost you to live here.
Oh.
In England, this is going to cost you maybe $1,500 a month.
Wow, that's crazy.
And for something of my apartment, maybe $2,000.
yeah, 100%. Yeah. And then it's not always sunny.
Yeah, but I mean, the market here for
It's-
accommodation is quite competitive.
It's
So
great.
it makes
Yeah,
the
yeah.
price a bit lower.
Yeah. I mean, we also have to put into account that right now with the pandemic, we are
Definitely.
very lucky to be in Vietnam. It's way cheap here compared to what it used to be, but it's only maybe 10% cheaper. It's not like crazy amounts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have no urge to leave Vietnam. That's why as well, because I've never
Yeah.
felt so comfortable in the fucking 4 countries that I lived my whole life.
Oh, okay, yeah,
This is the most comfortable I've ever felt. Like I'm not struggling to pay my rent the next month.
Yeah, for me, I get a sense of like emancipation, which means like at home I felt overwhelmed. I felt like I was constantly drowning.
Yeah, yeah.
But here I feel like I've been liberated of not my responsibilities, because I still have them. I have my rent. I have, my payments that I need to go out every month. But
there's a sense here of like the competition is not as hard.
yeah,
It's like,
but back home, there's like everything's done by the book. Like if I get my phone contract, I'm gonna have to sign up for 12 months. Here, dude, I pay $5 a month, unlimited internet, and maybe an hour's worth of calling time or something.
Yeah.
But no contract. That's why it feels so different.
Yeah,
it feels amazing.
Yeah. No, it's beautiful. Like, just the fact that people here, you can drive your scooter the wrong way, and no one's gonna stop you. Like, I mean, obviously you have to be smart about it, but half of the time, I see so much like incorrect stuff happening, but it works and it's smooth and people respect it. I think people here are not so caught up in the stupid laws, dude. I think sometimes there's too much laws in the first world countries.
Maybe
they're
they
important,
are.
but it doesn't make that much of a difference. Like, I don't understand why here there's not that much killing and shooting like in Colombia.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would think. The way I consider Vietnam, it's like a lot of people want to go to Colombia, and yeah, it's fun and it's liberating, but it's unsafe. But Vietnam has that sense of Colombia, but it's safe, and it's like, what? Like, it's the best.
Yes.
It's literally the best, dude.
So you must feel at home here, and you must feel like, actually, I can go out at night. Because in Colombia, you ain't going out past
10.
12. 10? Okay, 10.
10, 11, yeah.
Damn. But that's what I love. Like, you feel safe.
Yeah. Now that you have the social media following, what do you see ahead? Are you going to continue doing it, brother? Are you going to branch out to other things?
Well, I'm going to stop right now. No, I'm joking.
You heard it here. Hey, give me all your followers, bro.
Take my account. Just give me 5,000 dom. No, I'd like to venture into YouTube.
Right.
I'd love to review maybe made in Vietnam products that are made solely in Vietnam.
Okay, but not food. Not food. You mean like actual products? Oh, you mean like clothing?
Clothing.
You're into clothing. You're a clothing guy, I'm guessing.
Clothing, shoes, technology, whatever it is.
Right.
But only stuff that is made in Vietnam, because I feel like this country gave me so much. Like, and they have so much to offer, but they have little exposure. And if I can create a channel or something that helps to present the greatness that Vietnam has to offer.
Call it Ash going shopping.
Hey, nice idea. Yeah, I like that. Because the thing is,
like, for example, this ring. Did you buy that here?
No, I bought that in Bangladesh.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
But here
And the same with the necklace.
No, this was from India, and this was from Turkey.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful pieces, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But I would love to, like, just show, like, different products that you can get in Vietnam, or how cost-effective things really are. Like, there's people don't know that Vietnam's one of the biggest coffee exporters in the entire world.
Yeah, the second.
And you're from Colombia, right? So you do a lot of coffee there.
I think it beats Colombia, bro, from what I've heard.
I think
it's like either at par or they're just...
I think they're
ahead.
number 2 or 3.
Yeah, if I'm not wrong, I think they're ahead. But yes, of course, which I'd never heard before. I was like, what? Me either. I was like, coffee here. Yeah. No, here the agriculture is ridiculous. Yeah. And I know what you mean, brother. I mean, from what I hear, all this clothing that I have on right now has been bought here, and supposedly it's fake. But what I hear in the background, they say that it's not fake. It's made in the manufactory of where the original is made, but they say when it comes out of the factory, it's fake.
Dude.
That does not look fake. That does not look fake. Yeah.
I mean, feel just the logo, the badge.
It's legit. It's more legit than ever.
This is Lacoste, and it has all the tags, all the labels. And to the average person in Vietnam, maybe this was expensive.
Right.
And I paid 290,000 Vietnam dong.
Wow. That's like $25. $20.
I don't know how much in dollars. I don't really know.
It's about no, maybe even cheaper, like $15, $17, I think.
Yeah,
Which for
it's
a
about
shirt.
yeah, it's about $15. I think $16.
Which for a shirt, dude.
The quality of this will last me for years.
It looks real.
I mean, I think it is, but you know,
I mean, the Lacoste is the wrong way, but it looks
is
real.
it? No,
Nah,
it's
I'm joking.
right.
I'm kidding.
You motherfucker. But the thing is, you have to understand these factories, these brands, they come here and they make high quality goods, but often there's, you know, mishaps in the stitching, mishaps in the colors. Maybe there's something bad about it. So what are you going to do? You're going to throw it all away, or are you going to present it to the local market?
Right. Is that what it is?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'd imagine so, because who's
Yeah,
going to
no,
make a fake of this quality?
Well, what they say is that they
It's
make
cheap.
the fakes at night, and during the day they make the originals. So the factory is running 24/7, but the originals come during the day, and then at night they say it's the fake.
Oh, I never heard of that.
But it's made from the same factory, so that's why the quality it feels like the original.
The original, yeah.
Or sometimes
Maybe.
even better. I'm like,
Definitely.
man, I remember I bought boxers in Vietnam about 4 years ago because I stopped over to go to Europe for only 4 days, bro. I bought these boxers. I'm like, these boxers are different. Some Calvin Klein, bright neon pink boxers, brother. Delicious.
Only you would buy bright pink boxes. And I
And you're
bet,
like, look at your shoes, bro. Like, that's the color.
how am I going to slate you when I'm
Right?
fucking pink shoes on? Shit.
That's when I was like, oh, this guy's going to be my good friend.
I'll never wear pink boxers. But if there's anything that I would ever imagine him wearing, it's pink underwear. And he's going to be on a beach somewhere without his pants.
I'm going to buy you these boxers, man. I'm
Damn, are
telling
they
you.
them?
No. These are
Pink
white.
pockets. I love
I'm
that.
gonna buy you a pair, man,
Dude.
and I'm gonna tell you these are your favorite boxers ever.
Yes.
And they were, I think it's a total of like $3.50,
Wow.
but it's like Calvin Klein on it, awesome. And I thought, oh, I'm gonna wear them, and they're like Chinese or something, so they're gonna deteriorate in the next 2 months. Dude, I had those boxers, and I still wear those boxers to this day. 4 years
Oh.
later,
So
they're
the-
not pink anymore. They're a
bit
little
brown.
bit more orange.
brown.
They've changed color.
Bit off.
But
Pink.
fantastic quality, bro. For so cheap,
Yeah.
and the best boxers I've ever had in my life.
Wow. I remember once I bought a Prada t-shirt and it cost me like maybe about $400.
What?
And it's the best t-shirt I ever bought. And if I ever saw it again, I'd buy it.
And why did you buy a $400 T-shirt? How did you have the guts to do that?
I don't know. It just, the way it fit my body was just perfect.
Wow.
But coming here
Oh.
and then going back to England,
Yeah.
as an adult now, I understand how stupid I was. Like, the quality is not that different. This is not far off what I had from Prada, right?
Yeah. I mean, a
But my
shirt.
priorities have changed. Like, I now, as an adult, understand what I can get for my money.
Priorities change. Exactly right.
Could you imagine, right? What could $400, $500 get you here?
A lot, man. Maybe a month stay in this beautiful place,
Right?
which a lot of people don't have.
And back in the day,
Unlimited food for a whole month here.
I think
It's crazy.
it would be very hard. Like, okay, yes, you can buy pho, like the famous Vietnamese noodle soup, here you can get it for $100. But if you're buying from, the right places, you can get it for $1 to $2, and you're going to be hard pressed to spend $400 on food.
Can you imagine? Imagine I can buy 400 of these dishes, or I can buy a T-shirt. No, it would never cross my mind. No, and that's why it's so beautiful. And I think it's important for people to come out
Yeah.
to these countries to start. And I think, look, thanks to the internet and these videos that I'm making and we're making, a lot of people around the world are like, what? Okay, now I understand what the fuck they're talking about. It's gonna get to the point when
Yeah.
everyone's like, no, fuck that. I'd much rather not work 9 to 5 where I'm from and go to Asia, teach English half time, only fucking 10 hours a week, and go and enjoy my life and have great food. It's
Definitely.
gonna get to that point.
Yeah. And I guess it was for me as a creative, like, I was working selling $10,000 dresses in fucking, like, artificial light all day long. I'd go out, go home, and it'd be dark. I'd be driving my car,
Yeah.
and I'd be falling asleep whilst driving.
Yeah.
And I thought, for me, personally, this is not what I need in
No.
life. I'm not reaping anything from this, apart from a salary at the end of the
It
month.
doesn't give you anything, man.
No.
No. And that's what. And then when you realize is that money doesn't mean that much.
No. Here, I feel like when I go to buy from, say, whether it's a banh mi on the street, or even if it's like a homemade, authentic Vietnamese restaurant, and it's a bit more expensive, there's a different level of appreciation that I receive when buying this food. Whereas back home, it's just like, he's a customer, he's a consumer, he's just here to buy. I swear to you, if you and Kelly have the time, when Ho Chi Minh City is off quarantine,
Go up.
don't waste any time.
Yeah.
Get to Ha Giang. You will understand that actually there's parts of Vietnam that may be still in the 1950s. They don't use modern tools.
Cool, that's awesome.
They still use buffaloes to plow the fields. You know, I mean, we'd still do that in England. Like they may have like cows doing stuff.
Right. But way more back.
But like, this is raw. It's beautiful.
Oh,
And
that's so cool, man.
if there's one thing you want to take away from Vietnam, it is seeing the different ethnic minorities.
Right.
Because you've been exposed to the beauty, the beaches.
Yeah. I saw more the touristic side, not really
And
the countryside.
hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, yeah, of course.
You know, because that's what you're interested in, right? So, but I swear,
No, that's really what I want to see, man.
Mm.
And that's where I really can't put my camera down. I'm just like, oh, this is crazy. That's when I get really excited.
Dude,
Places like that.
I have a picture
Yeah.
of basically me and my friends. We went to Ha Giang,
Uh-huh.
and there was this lady just stood on the side of the road. She's Vietnamese by nationality, but she's not of the King people.
Yeah.
The King people are the Vietnamese people you see in Ho Chi Minh City and Da Nang and all that sort of stuff. She was her mom, and she stood on this mountainous road just alone, with a helmet on her head, and she just flags me down. Hey. Doesn't speak Vietnamese. I can speak some Vietnamese.
Oh.
Doesn't speak any Vietnamese. Get on the back of my bike. Okay? Get on the back of my bike. And I take her to a village, and she's like, just spanking me in her language, or I think she was. And it was just this pure, real like interaction. You know, no commonality between us, but
It's just the humanity in her.
yeah, it was just like she trusted me. She didn't see me because I'm a foreigner. She just saw me because she needed
Someone you
help.
need help.
And
Yeah.
I have a picture on my Facebook. I'll show you after this. I'll send it to you for the podcast. She's on the back of my bike, and she's laughing her head off, and I'm laughing my head off. And these people, that they've got little to nothing, but their smile is everything. You know. So
That's so nice.
I swear, when you get there, brother, it's gonna be different.
So, are the people in the north nicer than the people in the south?
I don't know.
You can't say, but
no, there's
it
people,
feels like it might be.
there's this. I mean, it depends where you go, right?
Yeah.
So, in Manchester compared to London, in London, time is money, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So, maybe there's often the argument, the people in Ho Chi Minh City different from the people in Hanoi. I'm not that ingrained in the culture to know about it, you know? I don't speak Vietnamese enough to experience that, right? So,
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
but I mean, I've had warm welcomes from anywhere, because if I go in there, I just try my Vietnamese, and
Yeah.
although it's not good, people, don't let me fool you, but I try. And they appreciate that. That's the main thing.
That you try.
Yeah. That I'm not just somebody coming to take from the culture and give nothing back.
Right.
And you can see with your followers, your new videos where you're speaking Vietnamese.
Yeah. It changes.
They fucking love it, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, put them in.
Even though I can listen to it,
Yeah.
I can hear your Vietnamese, and you got a long way to go, just as I have.
Oh, long way, bro. I don't have no clue what I'm saying.
But to the people here that are watching your
They
content,
care, huh?
they don't care about the pronunciation.
Yeah.
They just hear, wow,
He's trying.
This creator is trying his hardest. So let's give him a like.
Yeah.
Let's give him a chance.
Right.
So-
I like the way that makes a lot of sense. Cool, Ash. Okay, man. Okay, so what are your plans now? So currently, right now, let's speak about what's going on. The visa situation
Yeah.
is not as easy. Things are getting difficult for expats. I
Yeah.
might have to leave. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
My tourist visa is going to be up whenever the government decides to stop extending our free extensions. But right now, you just extended.
Yeah, I have a sponsored visa.
Your sponsor visa, right?
Yeah, so it's all A-okay, thank you. But yeah, it's a difficult time because, you know, the policies are changing. And with COVID-19, you know, there's less flights and it's more
Right.
difficult.
Yeah.
But I just hope for people that it works out. That if their situation is difficult, I hope that they can get back home safely.
Yeah.
And you, as well as me, I think we can both say that I would have rather, there's nowhere I would have rather been than in Vietnam to spend COVID
Yeah.
season or COVID-19 season, whatever it is. Here I felt so safe. Like the government really care about, you know, the protecting the community, really.
Right. Yeah. No, they handle it very good, and most importantly, people listened.
Yes.
People, whatever the government said, they did not go and go against the rules, and everything was okay. No protest, no one against each other. Like, for example, on social media in the United States or any other countries, some people don't trust the government, and they think that the government is spreading this coronavirus, which to me, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
I said here in Vietnam, I was like, no, we know what's going on. It happened to China. Let's take care of it. And the rules and regulations that they're putting on right now, I think are really helping, because if it wasn't because of that, this one that's hitting us right now is fucked, bro.
It's difficult. Yeah. It's
Like, one of your buildings is infected.
yeah. So there's like, I think here there's like 6 blocks, and one of them has a positive case. One positive case. From the security, when I asked him, he said it's a Korean guy on floor 13.
Yeah.
But you know, what I love about Vietnam, and I hate Corona. Everybody hates it.
Yeah.
But the people here, they actually listen. Like we said before, the Vietnamese people, they really get on with what they have to do. So they listen to their government. Okay, so please wear your mask. Be careful, and follow the 5. What's it called? The 5 something rule. There's a certain rule, the 5 something rule.
Yeah.
And there's 5 rules to it, and the people listen.
Yeah.
And that's why we've had so much success here within fighting Corona. Because my friends back home been out of work for 12 months. You
Yeah.
know?
Here we see it. It goes on and off.
Yeah.
Like right now we have it, but this is the worst that it's gonna get, really.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that we beat it soon.
Yeah.
And there's something that I really want to, when I have children, I want to instill in them that listening to advice it can be crucial, you know? It's not about like, okay, we're from England. We shouldn't have to listen to our government. If we're being advised, we should at least acknowledge it, lay out, okay, is this good for me or bad for me? And it's worth a try. Because how many months have we had free? Corona's been going on for what, 18 months?
Yeah, it's been maybe like
14 months or
9
something?
months. Real more.
No, over it since last February.
Right. No.
Corona started last February.
Yeah.
So how much time have you had this, like, not in lockdown?
Oh, maybe like 9 months.
9 months.
Yeah.
Because everybody followed the advice to
Right.
stay home for 30 days,
Yeah.
14 days, and we can beat this. We can find all the cases, and after we find them all,
We're
and
good.
we like put them in quarantine, keep them safe, get them food, get them medication. The people are separated from the general population,
Yeah.
and we can continue business as usual. And it has happened like that.
Yeah, and that's the way it worked.
Yeah,
Let's hope it's the same.
I hope so.
I don't know, man. This time it feels a bit different. Anyways, bro. Okay, so Ash, now you're gonna have to go teach English in Hanoi full time, or what's your contract?
Yeah.
there?
So, but I still want to stick to my, my creative side.
Of
I haven't
course.
worked out my deal yet of what I want to
Oh,
do.
right.
But the woman.
But you're gonna be in Vietnam for at least 6 more months.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
And the woman that I was working for, she's very favourable of me. So I've
Of
helped
course.
her business
I mean, dude.
so much.
Well, she knows your TikTok following as well, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
unless
she
she's
must have.
paying me for those videos, I'm getting you with shit. Nah, just joking. But maybe I just want to work 4 days.
Yeah.
Have 3 days where I can go to Ho Chi Minh City. Maybe do a photo shoot.
Right.
Go and do a
right.
collaboration with
Yeah,
this person.
Of course. That's cool. Oh, I like that way you think. That's great,
Yeah.
man. That's nice.
because I've done teaching before full time and I got lost in it. Lost. Where I had no time for myself and
Right. No, it's better to do it part time. Like,
yeah.
it's nice, sure, do it, but don't let go of what you have right now, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's a great opportunity, and you're
100%.
killing it, man. You're doing awesome. I'm real proud of you, brother. Let me tell you, man. Seriously, dude. Ash, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure you wouldn't even have thought, dude. Like, when we met, like,
Just
you were just fucking around, dude.
Just 30K,
Flicking your dick on fucking TikTok.
yo, dude, just drinking a bottle of Coke.
Yeah, and then bam, bro. That's
1 million
amazing.
views.
No, but I know it's not luck, bro. It's not luck. There's a strategic. There's something about what you do that obviously your videos are working, and
Well-
you keep on it, man. That's amazing.
Well, TikTok Vietnam put a montage of my videos together.
Oh,
So that
my
means
God.
they
Yeah.
downloaded all of my videos
Yeah.
and put it together, and they put it on their Facebook with
Yeah.
17 million views, followers.
Do you think that's what it was? Is that what?
That's why MCV reached out to me.
Because that happened to me too, dude.
Yeah,
But it doesn't have 17 million views. I think it has maybe 4 or 5 million.
4 or 5. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
17,000.
yeah,
17
yeah.
million followers.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
it was on
yeah,
their
yeah.
Instagram, everything.
Wow. Oh, cool.
So,
And they tagged you in it? Did they tag you in it? Because they
Yeah.
didn't. Oh fuck, that's great.
I think
bro.
they did. I'd hope
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
But, I mean,
Regardless, man. No.
regardless, yeah.
What you're doing is great, dude. Like,
maybe,
it's killing.
sometimes as a creator, maybe you don't see what you're doing as good or as creative. But creating stuff is all conceptual.
Yeah.
Like, even though I find it a bit cheesy, a bit mechanical, there's somebody that resonates with and somebody
That's right.
loves that.
No. And numbers don't lie, bro.
Mm.
Like numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie.
Yeah. And I try to twist it into what I want to do,
Yeah.
but I've realized it's a slower process than what's going on now.
Of course.
So
of course.
build it and then gradually introduce.
Right. Yeah. I think the bigger you build, then when you really want to be your own self, then you're
Yeah.
gonna get that audience. But I mean, the higher it is, the higher
Yeah.
it will be. So, man, sit on that horse, bro, and ride it,
100%.
bro. You're doing great.
I have some ideas, and I
Yeah.
want to make that review channel. Ash what? Ash goes shopping.
Ash goes shopping, man.
Ash D Mua in Vietnam.
I think you should, man. I think you should.
Yeah.
I think you should. A YouTube channel. If you just talk, bro. Just be yourself. I mean, nowadays, look, I study social media a lot because this is really what I want to do, man. Bigger channels that are doing well on YouTube are the ones where the person is the most authentic.
Yes.
So there's not too much editing.
No bullshit.
No much too much graphics, blah 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 blah. It's just really the person. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Just this is what I'm doing today. Because at the end of the day, if you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this for the rest of your life, bro.
Definitely.
And so 5, 6, 7 years, you don't want to continue trying to pretend to be someone you're not.
Of course, definitely not. Yeah.
And you have that personality.
The thing
it's
is,
easy for you to
though,
talk to a camera, I think.
Yeah, I mean, of course, but like, the thing that I love about social media is, if you get to a certain level, you get a passive income. You know, like, you might make this video, but that's still making money for you 5 years down the line.
Yeah.
Whereas, you work 1 hour at your job, maybe tomorrow you ain't got that job, but you still got that video, and that's gonna although it makes you peanuts, you never know how big you're gonna be the next day.
I look back, bro, to my past 3 to 4 or 5 years. All the jobs I work for, I have nothing to show. Nothing to show.
Where's the money now?
Nothing to show. No money. No, the hard work I put in, nothing. if I look back in through 3 years of making videos, bro, I have a whole portfolio of my whole life, dude.
Yeah.
My whole life. I exactly know what you're talking about, and I realized that I think it was 3 or 4 years ago.
Well, you know what they call that, don't you? We don't call it a portfolio. In performance, we call it, well, contemporary performance, we call it documentation. That is set in stone. This is what I did. This is what I've done. And there's a timestamp, there's a date, and it's what you've done.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. No, it's all edited, filmed, and produced by me, bro. And hours of, dude, my YouTube channel, the hours I've spent on this channel, you have no idea,
I can only
bro.
imagine.
Like, it's been my full-time job for the past 3 years. It's a lot of time. But I'm not going to give up, man.
No,
This
there's a thing-
my favorite thing I've ever spent my time doing.
could you imagine, right, if you're creating content or you're a video editor for your boss, it's like, oh, can you make this video, edit this for me for, it might take you 6 hours. You'd be like, nah.
I mean, I'll be like...
You couldn't even pay me.
no,
Couldn't even pay me to do that.
No. I mean...
But because it's yours, it's what you want to do, so.
Exactly. No, I would never do the work that I do for other people like I'm with my own videos, bro.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes I'm very hesitant of hiring a video editor for myself. I mean, I'm definitely going to hire someone to help me in the future, but for now, I'm very picky with the shit I put on YouTube.
Yeah.
I want it to go
you want
through
the quality,
me properly, yeah.
Yeah.
And I learned so much from watching myself recording my own self. And I'm sure you the same with TikTok, bro. Because
Yeah,
TikTok, I think TikTok is a good stepping stone to YouTube.
Yeah. If I can somehow transition my followers onto a YouTube platform, then I think
You will.
success will be.
You will. You just need to start it, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's possible. Because Dungy is an example. When I saw it, I was like, whoa, dude. Like, go look at his YouTube videos.
You know, the
And
thing is, like, me being a performer and watching the stuff that he's doing, I watched his first videos. He is not the same performer he was at the start.
Right.
He's progressing.
Of
You
course.
see that fucking dance video that he did?
That was a good
A
one. That's
million
my favorite.
views
In one day.
in one day. Not a million likes in one day.
Likes.
And this journey for him is only just getting started. He's
It's
at 2
just
million
starting.
followers or something.
No.
Maybe 2.7.
Dude, they have a great formula. And it's not a formula. They've worked for this.
Yeah.
And like you said, us as creators, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm wasting my time
Mm.
uploading these stupid TikTok videos or doing a podcast. But no, it's not wasting time, dude. I'm slowly getting better. It might be 1.5%, but
Yeah.
man, I'm really getting better. How do you find dating in Vietnam? Because I think sometimes traveling, a big factor of traveling, and I've slowly started to realize, is dating. I mean,
yeah.
dating is so important to everyone, right?
True.
Like guys, girls.
True.
So
For me, I haven't really delved into it much
yeah,
because I've been on and off in Vietnam for like 3 years. So
Right.
back to England for 6 months, coming
Yeah.
back to Vietnam. This is the longest stint that I've had. And so on and off for 3 years in Vietnam. And I've only dated 3 girls in
Right.
Vietnam.
they've all been Vietnamese.
Vietnamese, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I
And-
mean,
and how is that? Because it's a different culture that you would never think. If someone said, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago or 2 years ago, oh, you're gonna be dating a Vietnamese girl, you'd be like, a Vietnamese girl? It would never cross my mind.
yeah, nah.
I don't even know what to expect.
Yeah, I mean, met have all been similar to me, you know. Maybe not in the same field as like creative or arts, but like in their life they enjoy like reading, writing,
Right.
painting.
So you can relate with the
Yeah.
girls here in Vietnam.
Yeah, I mean, of course, like I think it's quite personable. Like, you know, back in England there's some women that just don't resonate with me. You know, maybe they're into makeup
Yeah.
and maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm into
That
art.
sound like an English girl.
yeah,
for
maybe
sure.
you know
Yeah,
something, or maybe they're into, I don't know, swimming,
Yeah.
and I'm not into swimming. It's, I think you don't really need nationality for that, but like, here, yeah, I mean, I've not really done that much dating.
Okay, but dating the Vietnamese girls has been nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Good
the
relationships.
ones I've had, they've been good relationships.
Yeah.
Sadly, they've had to come to an end, but it's
Yeah.
life.
But
right?
how do you compare it to the girls back at home that you dated? Was it?
It's a hard question.
Because it's
back
complete
home,
opposite.
yeah,
for sure.
it's back home. Like here, like I must say, the women here, they want to take care of you. They want to look after you. They want to treat you like their husband, and they expect to be treated like their, their,
Like for the long term.
yeah, it's for the long term. So, for them,
That's true.
if the person really loves you, then they're gonna want to invest everything they have, their time, everything.
Right.
But back home, maybe it's people have different priorities. So
Right.
maybe they prefer their career.
Yeah.
Like the girl that I used to date here, her career was her focal point.
Right.
So I said to her, I'm not gonna come in between you and your career, because if I'm not the right person, then you should focus on your career. It should be for you.
Yeah.
You only get one life.
Right.
I can't expect you to be by my side. You are not like a toy to me. So if we are meant to be together, find your career, and then we will find our way naturally.
Right.
But yeah, it's just there's a difference. Like I just don't have much fighting here. Like I don't have the need to fight with my ex-girlfriends like I did in the UK.
Okay. Yeah. I like to ask my guest a question at the end of the podcast, and it's, let's say before you decided to start traveling, obviously there was some doubts in your head.
Yes.
What is the advice you would give your own self back before you started traveling that you have learned throughout these years?
I would say fear nothing. And by that I mean fear nothing, but don't fear yourself, because if you don't try, then nothing's going to change. But when you're out and about in a new country, in fact, starting before that, my biggest fear was getting on that plane to go to a new place. Don't fear yourself to do that. Just go out on a limb and just trust yourself to be able to deal with that situation, and get on that plane and just go, because you are more confident than you will ever know. But it just takes the courage to go and try. Like my friends, they just go to Ibiza, they go to Spain every year, and they say to me, "Why did you go to Bangladesh? Are you crazy? Why did you go to India? Why are you in Vietnam?" But I had the courage to do that, and it's the best decision that I ever had. So,
Of course.
if there's anybody else watching, just trust in yourself.
Yeah.
That's one answer that I have.
There you go, people.
Trust yourself, motherfucker.
Okay.
Swear on your podcast, huh?
Yeah, dude. It doesn't fucking matter.
Okay.
The only thing that people can do in this podcast is not travel.
Yes.
That's the only thing that the people can do in this podcast.
I mean, travel enriches your soul. It sounds cliche, it sounds stupid, but honestly, the amount of warmth that I felt,
It's the most I've learned.
Yeah. You learn your own boundaries. And we grow up in communities. We grow up in communities, and the communities that we grow up in, they shape us, but they're not the mold to us. Like
No.
this, where I'm in Vietnam. I never thought of that, and this is the mold. Like I'm taking things home when I eventually move back to England. If I do, I'm bringing traits back that I will instill in my family. No shoes in the house.
Yeah.
You'll know this. You live with your Vietnamese family.
Of course.
One of the most beautiful things I ever experienced here is sitting on the floor and eating with the Vietnamese families.
Yeah. That's
There's sitting at a table so mechanical, and sharing from plates.
My God, that's so smart.
I will put that to my family.
So smart. Like, eat whatever you want to eat. I'm not gonna force to put whatever I think you should eat on your plate.
Yeah. Just one last thing before we go.
Yeah.
Like, I watched a video on TikTok about it was about these American men that went to China, or they went to a Chinese restaurant, and each of them ordered their own dish.
I saw that.
A guy ordered a full sea bass. Another guy ordered like a kilo of noodles. and none of them shared. But really, they could have shared that food, and it would have been the most beautiful thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the number one thing that I'm going to take from Vietnam is going to be having sharing dishes. You're from like
Colombia.
Colombia. I don't know. In Spain, they have tapas.
Yeah.
Is there any influence from the Spanish tapas in your culture?
Not tapas in general, but we have like empanadas, and we have like little appetizers that we all eat.
I fucking love that.
And yeah, no, I think Colombians in general, we love to share, and food is very big in our culture.
England does not happen.
Yeah.
Unless you have like a Sunday roast and you cut your fucking slice of roast beef or whatever, or roast turkey or some shit. But yeah, I think there's just so much bonding time over like sharing food. I think that's beautiful.
No, that's what culture is. I think food is 60% of the culture. Well, great, Ash. Thank you so much for your time, brother. It was a pleasure to have you here, man. Please go follow Ash. I'm gonna put all your social media in the description.
Sweet.
And guys, this has been another episode of People That Travel. Thank you so much for listening. As you can hear, Ash himself did it at a young age, at an older age, and he's still not stopping.
Nope.
He knows this is the best lifestyle.
Once you get that travel bug, you got it forever.
Yeah. and there's no need to stop. So as you guys know, please, if you want to get ready, obviously things are not working out right now because of the coronavirus, but just do something on the internet, learn how to edit a video, learn how to transcript. If you know another language, you can translate. There's a lot of skills now and a lot of opportunities on the internet, but it just takes a little bit of time to learn.
Yeah.
But if it's not available, then you can just teach English. As soon as everything goes back to normal, opportunities around the world are possible. You, from where you're from, leave because you were just the same as the next person that you grew up with. So as soon as you move to a different city, a different country, you're automatically different. You stand out and stuff around you starts changing. Your energy, your attitude, because people start praising you. You know, oh, where are you from? Oh, why do you talk like that? And you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm kind of different here. I'm special. And it starts to feel good, and the confidence and your self-esteem. So traveling is about learning other people, but also learning about yourself, your culture. And that's why I create this podcast, to introduce you guys to people like him, so you guys could go and take action and stop downing, because the longer you wait, the worse it gets, and the older you get, and you only live once, right? Until next time, Christian Rodriguez, bye.
But first, I'm going to say something. But lastly, sorry.
No.
Just one last thing. This man spends a lot of time on his videos, and I promise you, if you just go back and watch 2 or 3 videos, it will mean the world to him, because he spends a lot of time on this, and you know, success for him is just to make people smile and having some comments on his videos and helping others. Maybe this video is not the one for you, but I promise you, he's got something for you. He's met some people that will definitely resonate with you. So take some time and just at least try 2 or 3 videos of Christians, and I swear you'll find something you like.
That's right. And if it doesn't exist on my channel, it's gonna exist on your channel, Ash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Watch out for my channel, because it's coming, and it's coming very soon.
Thanks.
Peace
brother.
up, A-Town.
You